Your Excellency, given the deep historical contacts and cultural contacts between India and Austria, spanning decades and decades, how it has the cultural contacts between India and Austria, cultural relations between the two countries, how it has shaped up in last so many years? Because as we come across the Vienna University South Asia Chair, Kathak Festival over there, even our Jubin Mehta performing with the Vienna Philharmonic in Vienna, as well as he is going to perform in India very soon now in a very near future. So how do you look at that, given the background of 70, as many as 70 Bollywood films being shot in Austria, different parts of Austria? So how it has cultural contacts have grown between the two countries, how it is promoting tourism between the two countries, how it is helping that?
Well, I have to say about Zubin Mehta, that's a tricky issue between Austria and India, because we are claiming him for us.
Okay, yes.
In the meantime, like he's studied in Vienna, and he's such a fixture of the musical firmament in Vienna, right, that we actually think of him as an Austrian. And obviously everybody knows that he is from India, and but also his way to speak German is very Viennese. I think you pointed out the few issues where we have very strong relations. That is classical music, that is the university context, like South Asian studies, Buddhist studies, Tibetology, they're very strong, right? And that is a century-long tradition, right, of cooperation between India and Austria. And you pointed out the Bollywood connection. Film is a big issue in Austria too. Bollywood has a strong following in Austria, and I'm glad to say that more and more Bollywood productions are made in Austria, because we have the scenery and the mountains and so on that have to figure in every Bollywood movie for the love songs. And we're very happy to provide that scenery, and we're in good contact with the producers of the major production lines. And that helps tourism. That helps tourism
how
in
it has led to
both
the
ways.
growth? I mean, how it has led to the growth in tourism? What is the present state of it?
It is growing rapidly.
Okay.
I would love to say it's because of my good work, but it has something to do with the exchange rate too. But this year we had growth rates of 35–36% right, going to Austria. Incoming tourism is a little less fast growing than the outgoing tourism, but it's also growing. India is becoming an interesting tourist destination, or more and more interesting destination, with the facility of coming here. It's always a question of direct flights.
How do you see the visa regime between the two countries in this context particularly? I mean,
in this context, I hope that Austria will be soon online, like, to be integrated in this visa on arrival regime. Like, that will increase Austrian tourism to India because it makes it easier. The visa regime in the other way, I can only say that we're doing, as an embassy, we're doing the best to process the tourist visas as quickly as we can, and as uncomplicated as we can, sticking to the rules of the Schengen Agreement. And I've heard very little complaints for Indian tourists going to Austria.
And so, what about Indian diaspora in Austria? Are they in good numbers? And what role they have played in shaping India-Austria relations and people-to-people contact between India and Austria?
The Indian diaspora in Austria is actually very small in numbers, for reasons unknown to me. But they are very active, and they are very visibly present in Austria. And we have from Indian restaurants to coffee day to one actor who is Austrian of Indian origin and who is the advertising star for a telecom company. And their slogan is was ask the Indian. Like if you have a problem with your phone, with your computer, or whatever, right? And then he appears on screen and explains like that it's the cheapest company and the best. But this slogan, like ask the Indian, right, is now strongly ingrained in the Austrian mind. It's like if you have a problem in technology, you ask the Indian.
What role India-Austria friendship organizations have played in shaping the relations between India and Austria?
It's a big role because despite the long context and the intense context that we just discussed, the people-to-people part of this relationship is still developing. And the friendship societies play an important role in exactly that part, right? So allow Austrians to get a feel for what India means.
Yeah.
And the other way around, right? Help Indians to understand what it means to be Austrian, what it means to for a small country in Central Europe, right? Which is not necessarily something that you think of every day. Mm-hmm. So these friendship societies help to promote interest, understanding between the two countries and the massively important people-to-people contact.